Oh, who's that? Hello? Hi. Can you? Oh, you can't see. That's all right. I have a really cute companion over there. I promise he exists. He's 2. Hey everybody, what's up? So today I wanted to do a video, but I didn't know what kind of video to do. I didn't want to do a beauty type video, and I kind of wanted to do a tag. So I was looking up different tags, and then I came across the TMI tag, which everybody did last year. But hey, even if you're late to the party, you're still at the party, right? Anyway, I haven't actually seen anyone's version of the TMI tag. I wanted to keep it strictly my answers, and I haven't even read most of the questions. So without further ado, the TMI, aka Too Much Information tag. What are you wearing? I am wearing I didn't think this through, a tube top type sleeveless thing, and then pajama shorts, because who has time to put on real shorts? Ever been in love? Yes. As a matter of fact, 3 times. I know that seems like a lot, considering a lot of people haven't even been in love, and I'm only 24, but it's true. Ever had a terrible breakup? Actually, nah, it wasn't terrible. Not like a throwing things at each other breakup, but just yeah, no. It wasn't really terrible, I don't think. Not for me. How tall are you? I am 5'11" and a half. I'm never telling people I'm 6 feet tall. I'll joke about it because I pretty much am 6 feet tall, but I am still half an inch short of 6 feet tall. Hashtag brunette giant. How much do you weigh? That's for me to change and you to find out. Any tattoos? Nope, but I will be getting a tattoo. I already know what it is, and it's just a matter of finding the right tattoo artist. Any piercings? Yep, I have a piercing here. I have 2 on my right and left ears. And that's it. I feel like I personally would not suit a nose piercing. A tongue piercing I'm kind of afraid of. And I've always wanted a belly button piercing, but alas, I think I'm too old to go through that stage. OTP. What does that mean? Ugh. I feel like a noob. What does OTP mean? What? You shut off on me? What does OTP mean? No, not LTP.
The answer is long-term potentiation.
Long-term potentiation? That's not even an O. What does OTP mean?
Let's see. The answer is one-time password.
I don't think that's right. All right, Google it is. Why does Siri even exist? One true pairing. I don't know what that means. I feel like I should be on Tumblr more. I might end up changing my mind about this, but as of right now, since I've only just thought about it now, I would pick Dan and Serena from Gossip Girl, though that's kind of an old school type thing. Jess and Nick from New Girl, even though they're not technically together anymore. Spoiler alert, sorry. Or Sailor Moon and Tuxedo Mask. That's honestly the best I could do, I'm sorry. Favorite show of all time? Probably Friends and/or The Newsroom and/or New Girl. Favorite bands? Even though some of these are just the singer and not the band, I will go with, in no particular order, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, One Republic, Lorde, Marianas Trench, Somo, and Time Flies. Something you miss? Canada. Favorite song? Oh, I don't know, man. I really like Someone Like You by Time Flies. That was my favorite song for a really long time. Jimmy Iovine by Macklemore and/or Preacher by One Republic, because that's a friggin' sick song. It's so good. And/or Ever After or Masterpiece Theater 3 by Marianas Trench. I'm telling you, like, I have favorite songs of each one of my bands. How old are you? 24. Zodiac sign? Sagittarius. Quality you look for in a partner? They have to be interesting. I once went on a date with a guy, and he's probably not watching this right now, but I had a crush on him during university, kind of, like for like a second, and I finally went on a date with him, and he was real boring. He was the most boring person I've ever met, and I would ask him a whole bunch of questions, and he would just be like, I don't know. And I'd be like, well, what, can you just like, think about it? And he goes, well, I've never thought about it before. And then I would go, well, think about it now. And he would go, I don't know. That was over even before it started. Also, you have to have a good smile and a sense of humor. Like, legit, you have to be funny. Favorite quote? There isn't a specific quote that I live by because there are heaps of quotes that affect me when I hear them. And I don't even know if this was said by a famous person, but I remember hearing once that it was something about if you're the tallest building in a city and then another building comes along and is taller, and you cut it down, it doesn't make you the tallest building. That's the last one that really resonated with me. It It was more profound than that, but it was basically saying if you think you're the best at something and someone obviously better comes along, tearing them down in your head doesn't make you better because you haven't actually done anything to achieve that except for take it away from them. And I really liked that quote, but I have no idea who it's by. Favorite actor? Oh gosh. I really like Leonardo DiCaprio, but I also really like Shailene Woodley and Miles Teller. I think they're the two up-and-comers, but I also think that there's heaps of talent up there right now that's like part of this generation, which I'm really proud of. And that's people like Dane DeHaan, Jennifer Lawrence, Michael B. Jordan, Emma Stone, people like that. And so I really admire them a lot considering how much I love the film industry and everything about it. That being said, I've always wanted to meet Tom Hanks. All right, let's bang this out. Favorite color? Blue, I guess. Loud music or soft? Loud. Where do you go when you're sad? I basically, and everyone who knows me knows this, put on my big headphones and just like zone out and go somewhere, walk somewhere. How long does it take you to shower? Probably 15 minutes. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? Depends on how much time I have. If I have 5 minutes, I'll take 5 minutes. If I have 2 hours, I'll take 2 hours. Ever been in a physical fight? Not with anyone other than my sister. Turn on humor and intelligence and the ability to have a conversation. Turn off boring people. The reason I joined YouTube, because I kept on watching a whole bunch of beauty gurus, and it was actually my friend Alex's idea, and she was like, let's start a channel, and I was like, okay. Fears, heights, like top notch is heights. Like I have gone skydiving twice and I'll be going again in New Zealand, but it is taking everything that I have to convince myself that one day I'll go bungee jumping, because skydiving at 15,000 feet scares me less than having the willpower to jump off a platform 400 feet in the air. Seriously, when I think about it, I shake and want to vomit. So I'm working really, really hard on doing that because I've always wanted to do stuff that I'm scared of. I think it's good, but I feel like if I do something like that, it'll, yeah, like I'll be really proud of myself, but it won't get me anywhere. Like it won't get me to be any less afraid of heights unless I actually work through it in my head beforehand. So that's on my bucket list, but I don't know when I'm gonna accomplish it. Last thing that made you cry? Watching Big Hero 6. Have you guys seen it? Last time you said you loved someone. The other night with my roommate Emma. Meaning behind your YouTube name? What, Dorm Room Divas? It was a mistake. Alex and I came up with it a really long time ago, and you're not allowed to change it. I'm allowed to change my screen name, but it'll always be youtube.com/dormroomdivas. I'm no longer in a dorm room. I'm not a diva. And there's only one of me now. So I'm just room. Last book you read. I'm in the middle of the Book of Why, but I haven't actually gotten through it, even though I've owned it for a really long time. And I have it here, but technically the last book that I read was The Fault in Our Stars, and that was a couple months ago. The book you're currently reading. Oh, The Book of Why. Last show you watched? My Kitchen Rules? Before that, like a legit show would be New Girl. But last, like, actual show was My Kitchen Rules. If y'all haven't heard of it, it's an Australian show. Last person you talked to? My roommate Emma. The relationship between you and the person you last texted. Who did I last text? Oh, Megan. We are really good friends, fellow Canadians, and future Asia travel buddies. Favorite food other than candy and chocolate, which I'm trying to not eat. I really like tacos and pasta and stir fry on rice. But right now, Emma and I, every day, like we have like this big wok, and we put kale and mushrooms and yellow, green, and red capsicum, aka pepper, onions, quinoa, and a splash of red wine and some Frank's Red Hot sauce in there. And we sizzle it up and put it onto some plates and then cook 2 eggs over easy and put it on top. Here, let me show you. Do you see this? I made this today. Yoo, delicious. I also really like mango and frozen grapes, because yum. Place you want to visit? Well, I already live in Australia, but next I'll be doing Asia. Hopefully, you know, China, Japan, Vietnam, and Thailand, and then hopefully Fiji, but that's all tentative, so that might change. And then I'm going to New Zealand, and then I'm going to England at the end of the year. So really, I'm like ticking off most of the countries that I want to go to. Last place you were? Here? Country-wise, Australia, and then before that, Canada. No, before that, the United States. I'm lying. I was in LA for 12 hours and it sucked. Do you have a crush? Yes, I have a couple crushes. Last time you kissed someone? Last night? Or should I say this morning? Heyo! I'm just kidding. Last time you were insulted? I was in a really bad situation a couple of weeks ago, and I'm no longer in that situation anymore, but basically, I hate when people doubt what I'm capable of, and I was in a house full of people who thought that because I wore makeup, I wasn't smart and wasn't okay with getting dirty and would not last long milking cows. And I love proving people wrong, but still I hate people like that. And so that was the last time I was insulted. Favorite flavor of sweet? I think probably lime is my favorite, and or green apple, but cherry is also really good. Blue raspberry is always good too, actually. That's a good point, Geneva. What instruments do you play? I play the piano first and foremost. Second to that is drums. Third of all, I'm mediocre at the ukulele. Favorite piece of jewelry? I don't really have one. Last sport you played? Other than lawn bowls, which is a thing here, volleyball, definitely. Last song you sang? Oh, I forgot to say Taylor Swift was one of my favorite bands. Okay, Taylor Swift, but last song I sang was Style by Taylor Swift. I didn't used to like that song at all, but now I really, really like it. Favorite chat-up line, which means pick up line, I'm guessing. Are you a beaver? Cause damn, have you ever used it? No, but it's been used on me. Last time you hung out with anyone? Does my roommate count? Cause this morning. Other than that, it would be a couple of nights ago. Who should answer these questions next? I feel like all of you guys watching should answer these questions. If you don't have a YouTube channel of your own, just answer in the comments down below, whichever questions you'd like. And which one was your favorite question? I only have 1 minute left of battery. Okay, I love you guys a lot and I'll see you super soon. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye!
Let the night come before the price one.